Selecting an insurance provider for your business is a big decision.
With over 26 years of experience, our offer team is your solution for quality and proven coverage.
The customer service you remember from years ago is what we pride our team on.
We know how important your company is to the community.
From small businesses to large businesses, Alford & Associates can manage your insurance. It's our job.
Alford & Associates, benefiting your employees and protecting your business.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you're joining us, we appreciate it very, very much. And you know, when it comes to finding out what's happening in each of our different parishes, we like to go right to that source. We do that in Assumption Parish with Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office. Lonnie Cavalier coming down. How are we doing today?
Doing fine. Thanks, guys.
Very good. We appreciate that. So, Commander, tell us a little bit about this first situation with a domestic incident with Mr. Shane Jerome Lee.
Yes, on Monday night, we were dispatched to a location off of Highway 308 near Belle Rose in reference to a domestic disturbance. Upon arrival, deputies interviewed all parties involved, and at the conclusion of their investigation, determined that Shane Jerome Lee, 32 of Belle Rose, had engaged in an argument with a female at that location in the presence of children. At some point, Mr. Lee struck the victim in the face with a closed fist. Deputies took Mr. Lee into custody. He was transported to a local hospital for treatment of a condition, and then he was booked into the Assumption Parish Detention Center on charges of domestic abuse battery with child endangerment and resisting an officer, and he has no bond at this time.
Okay. And so I know things will develop with that particular story, and if more comes of it, we know that we'll get that from you. We also had a situation with a disturbance with aggravated assault for Mr. Rendell Demal King.
Yes, late last night we were dispatched to the area of Gold Street, which is in the town of Napoleonville. And upon arrival, we again made contact with the parties involved. And the female companion of Mr. King advised that they were at the residence and an argument ensued. And at some point, Mr. Lee withdrew a firearm from his waist and put it to her head.
Wow.
Mr. Lee was actually still on scene at the time deputies arrived. They did a protective pat-down search in which they did locate a 9mm handgun and a quantity of marijuana and oxycodone. Mr. Rendell Demal King, age 32 of Thibodeau, was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a firearm, possession of marijuana, possession of oxycodone, illegal carrying of weapons in the presence of controlled dangerous substances, and as a fugitive from Lafourche Parish. He remains in the parish jail, and upon satisfying local charges here, will be sent to Lafourche Parish to face charges there.
And again, it's always so very good when you guys work so well together. Again, we brag about it all the time, about how well y'all work together, but we seem to have this seamless system where when we have a fugitive from somewhere else, you guys are so very well orchestrated in handling everything that takes place in your particular jurisdiction and then getting them to where they need to be if, in fact, they're a fugitive somewhere else.
Yes, it is important. They are our neighboring parishes, and you know, our residents in each parish has this, you know, they have the same common wishes that they're protected, and we do everything we can to do that. And whenever we run across a situation of a fugitive warrant, we do contact that parish and make the necessary arrangements, and they do the same for us.
Well, and we're really thankful, I think, for a gentleman like that with all of these charges. Certainly the concern, children in the home, illegal carrying of the weapon, oxycodone, marijuana, and then being a fugitive as well. It's a really good news to be able to go and identify the issue, make sure it's addressed, get this person arrested and off the street. And so we're really thankful for that in all of our parishes. So we appreciate it very, very much. Also, I want to talk a little bit about something positive. The Drive Sober or Get Pulled Over campaign. Really nice that this traffic enforcement campaign takes place. Tell us a little bit about the one over in Napoleonville.
one in Napoleonville actually is going to take place from August 16th to September 2nd. It's a venture between the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission, the Assumption Parish Sheriff's Office, and NHTSA, National Highway Transportation and Safety. And basically, this campaign is one which targets impaired drivers. And as you guys know, that's a very serious problem in all of the local parishes around us. Y'all, Lafourche has seen some fatalities recently. Assumption has as well, and they seem to always involve impaired drivers. So, this is an opportunity, and we're telling you that we're going to do it. So we fully intend on being there between those dates. These officers are paid to do this, and that's basically their function. And we go after these cases aggressively.
Well, and it's not only that, you're kind of looking for anything. A lot of times it's making sure that when you have a stop point like that, making sure that a car seat is correct, and making sure that, right?
There are no limitations. The program is for targeting drunk drivers, impaired drivers. However, it's limitless insofar as violations. And anytime we enforce, obviously, one thing that we do take seriously, again, is what you just mentioned, is car seats for children, making sure kids are properly buckled, and even adults are properly buckled. But it's all, we have an opportunity here with the Drive Sober campaign to really focus on all of these violations, and do our best to reduce the fatalities in traffic accidents.
Yeah, and so again, it's a wonderful program, and again, another partnership with both our local, state, and national entities, making sure that we're really focused on making sure that people are doing what they need to do. Tinted windows is one of those big things that has kind of come up in the past. State police has kind of addressed that as well. Making sure that we have our vehicles that are safe, making sure that kids are in the proper restraints so that they're safe, and as always, making sure that our officers on the roadways are safe as well. Commander, we appreciate your time as always. Thanks for the updates.
Thanks, guys, for having us. Appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more Bayou time when we continue.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by Alford and Associates for all of your insurance needs. CIS, Cardiovascular Institute of the South, the highest quality cardiovascular care available. Barker Honda, the Barker family tradition of quality.